Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go, this is Valley News Live at 5.
We're going to have challenges, but we'll do whatever we can to give this sweet girl an extraordinary life, because that's what she deserves.
The holidays are a special time for new parents, spending their first Christmas with their bundle of joy. Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Stephanie is off. A baby girl from Grand Forks is 3 months old. This was her first week at home. Everly Peterson has had complications at birth and was not able to eat. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop introduces you to Everly and her parents as they continue to fight for answers.
She's so smiley.
Everly.
You're usually so
Hi,
smiley.
sweetie. Yeah.
She's a little fighter, and she does it with a big smile on her face.
Yeah.
Baby Everly has been through a lot in her first 3 months of life.
We're hoping that one day her insides match her beautiful outsides, but at this point, there's a lot going on the inside.
Parents Brody and Aaron Peterson say Everly was born in late September, but could not take in food. She had surgery at 3 days old and eventually moved to a Wisconsin Children's Hospital with a specialist for intestinal issues.
We still, I guess, don't have exactly the answers.
The scariest part is the fear of the unknown between, with us and the doctors. We don't know what her insides are going to do.
The doctors are still analyzing what is going on with Everly and trying to determine if she has a rare genetic disease that impacts digesting food.
She's a normal baby. She just, besides the cords and the different way of feeding.
Everly eats through a slow drip feeding tube 24/7, getting about 5 ounces a day. In addition to the feeding tube, she gets nutrients straight through her bloodstream and is also catheterized. Doctors say that Everly is $1 million baby.
You know, everybody knows that medical costs are high, and I guess I haven't seen an exact dollar amount on all this, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it surpassed $1 million. It's amazing all the stuff that they've done for her.
We call her priceless.
Brody and Aaron say that Everly has taught them so much and that this journey has not been done alone.
Yeah.
The last 3 months, we literally could not have got through this without the support of our community and our friends and our family.
For the Peterson family, this Christmas isn't about gifts or eggnog.
Definitely a great Christmas, yeah. It's gonna be a very low-key Christmas for us, but by far the best one I've ever had.
In Grand Forks, North Dakota, Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
The Petersons have been in contact with Baylor University in Texas, where a doctor is studying the rare syndrome Everly might have. The family hopes to do genetic testing, something that's extremely expensive and rarely covered by insurance. Now, there's a fund for Everly. The goal is to collect $100,000 to help with medical expenses. To find out how you can help this family or get more information, click on this story on valleynewslive.com. Looks like a lot of last-minute shoppers and people possibly leaving for their holiday destination out on the roads on I-94 through Fargo-Moorhead. Let's check in with meteorologist Justin Fanfarelli on tonight's conditions. Justin?
And thank you, Mike. Good evening, everybody. So we saw mostly cloudy skies out there today, some snow flurries around. Temperature's not that bad. We're into the upper 20s for the day today. And taking a look at the current temperatures, and we haven't fallen that far. We're at 23, still mild for this time of night, this time of year into the Fargo and Grand Forks area down toward Wahpeton, 19 Valley City and Langdon. Taking a look at the satellite, there's your cloudy skies, the snow showers, some of them too light to be even seen on the radar. We are still tracking that system well off to our east. If you're traveling that way out toward Minneapolis, you might run into some problems, but quiet around here. We got cloudy skies, temperatures staying into the lower 20s out there for tonight. That wind will increase a little. It'll be between 15-20 miles per hour from the northwest. So we're going to stay quiet through your Christmas day. Then we're tracking a system that might give us some snow showers for the weekend. I'll have the details on that coming up a little later on in the newscast.
All right, thanks, Justin. And you can stay up to date on the weather conditions anytime on your smartphone or tablet. Just download the Storm Team Weather app to get the latest weather conditions and follow even radar live. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store. And there are some difficult road conditions around the region. Taking a look at the North Dakota road map, scattered ice is reported to the north along Interstate 29. In fact, a large area including Devil's Lake and Cooperstown also seeing scattered ice. Scattered wet and slush reported to the south along I-29. Over in Minnesota, mostly normal road conditions being reported. Roads are partially covered east of Grand Forks and north to the Canadian border. If you want to take a better look at these maps, just head to valleynewslive.com, click on the weather tab, then road conditions. New information now on a Grand Forks house fire from earlier this week. The cause has been identified as an electrical issue. Investigators say they found an inline splice not properly located in an electrical junction box. This resulted in the arcing and sparking of a wire with nearby material, then catching fire. Investigators also say the fuse connected to the electrical circuit was too large to properly operate. The fire at 818 South 22nd Street started in the attic area, and smoke spread throughout the rest of the house. The attic area of the house was damaged, and there was extensive smoke damage throughout the home. Keep these in mind now to avoid a similar problem. The experts say replace or repair damaged electrical cords. Consider having additional circuits or outlets added by a qualified electrician, and have those inspected by your local electrical inspector. 3 teens are under arrest after Fargo police stopped a car they say was stolen from Moorhead. Investigators tell Valley News Live a 16-year-old was arrested for felony car theft. 2 others in the vehicle were also arrested, one for drugs, another for a warrant. 3 other people in that car were released. There's a bit of an eyesore in a Moorhead park after a holiday heist. Someone stole half of an evergreen tree. It's at the entrance of Moorhead's Woodlawn Park where the tree is cut up. This is the same park where the newly planted community gardens was vandalized several months ago. Moorhead city officials say it's frustrating.
It is, especially when we do work so hard to maintain our urban forest, and the fact that you just lose 12 or 14 years on a growth of a healthy tree is pretty disappointing.
Moore estimates that the tree was about 25 feet tall before it was chopped off. He says what's left of it will probably have to be dug out once the weather warms up. In today's schemes and ripoffs, we go to Bemidji where police are investigating a check scam that's been floating around that area. Police say they believe the people responsible are printing their own checks using false banking account information. Investigators say these checks are printed with several different names and have been used to buy multiple items by different people in Bemidji, Bagley, Black Duck, Foston, and the surrounding area. Police would like to remind businesses to verify the authenticity of any payment form and check for identification. If you see anything suspicious, obviously contact your local police department. As winter anglers head out on the ice, there's some regulations you may want to brush up on. And even though it's December, the Game and Fish Department is saying make sure to check the ice conditions and the thickness before you go out.
We would suggest people to still continuously check the ice conditions. We've gotten reports of people with ATVs and snowmobiles, but folks, hold the phone. I mean, you want to check those ice conditions and, check those first couple inches, because those first couple inches may be an indicator that you're on some pretty weak ice. If the first couple inches are snowy and slushy, that's definitely something where you want to, maybe take a step back and reassess the situation.
As far as the regulations, if you're 16 years old or older, you need a fishing license. Anglers are allowed 4 poles through the ice, and there's no size restrictions for holes. Tie-ups are also counted as a single pole. Malls and stores are still packed today with last-minute shoppers. If you haven't wrapped up your list, here are a few ideas. For Dad, items like a scarf or gloves can be nice for the long winter months. Store employees say Toy Story and Star Wars themed gifts have been very popular for kids. And for moms or women on your list, the Sephora Favorites gift set lets you try different perfume. Then you get 1 free bottle of your favorite.
Also, if you look on the JCPenney app on your phone, there's a coupon with your JCPenney card. You get an extra 20% off a lot of the things in the store. So we have a great selection. We have a fine jewelry department, salon, Sephora, so something for everybody.
West Acres is open until 10 o'clock tonight. JCPenney's will be open until midnight. In tonight's What Is It? A new office building is in near the Holy Cross Church, in West Fargo. The sign on the property says it'll be the Evolution One office space. The company is an industry-leading healthcare financial technology platform provider. Evolution One has additional offices in multiple states, including Minneapolis, and it employs about 500 people. The building is expected to open in the fall of 2016. Just a few days from now, you'll be able to lace up your skates. Moorhead outdoor skating rinks will be opening soon. Hansman, Northeast, Morningside, Lamb, and Riverview Estates Park ice rinks will be open on Saturday. Ridgewood South and Village Green parks will open on Monday. Now, the holiday hours are on your screen from 1 to 8 p.m. These rinks include a lighted general skating rink, a hockey rink, and a warming house.